My affair with the Bengali cuisine began in the year 1994 when I tried it for the first time in a restaurant called O Calcutta, and ever since I've been in love with that cuisine. And though I have a lot of favorite dishes, but one of my favorite is the Aloo Dum. And today we're going to make this, and I'm sure you guys are also going to be falling in love with this dish. So first, let's make the spice mix. So first, we're going to roast a few spices. Take a tablespoon of cumin seeds, a tablespoon of coriander seeds, an inch of cinnamon, 3 green cardamoms, 10 peppercorns, 7 to 8 cloves, and just roast it lightly. The important thing to remember when you're roasting spices is it should be on a very low flame so that the fragrances just release slowly as well. So now we'll shut the flame and then add a tablespoon of khush or poppy seeds. You know, if you over roast the poppy seeds, they tend to become bitter, and then your spice mix also goes a little bit bitter. So I prefer to add this at the end when you're just finished roasting all the whole spices, and then just toss the khush in the spices. Once these spices cool down, you grind them to a fine powder. Now we'll roast some dry red chillies. So I've taken 6 of them. Just dry roast them till they are nice and crisp, and then we add it to the whole spices and make a powder together. Now let's grind all these ingredients together to a fine powder. This should be the consistency of the powder. It should be nice and fine. Now we are going to fry some potatoes in mustard oil. So heat about 100 ml of mustard oil. So here I've taken 1 kg of baby potatoes which I have peeled, and we're going to add about half a teaspoon of turmeric powder to this and apply it to the potatoes well, and then we're going to fry them golden brown. Now one thing I'd like to tell you here is not to add salt and fry the potatoes, because you know they'll turn limp, okay? They won't become crisp, and we want the potatoes to be crisp. Now let's add the potatoes and fry them golden and crisp. Now while the potatoes are getting fried, let's quickly make the gravy. So for that, I'm taking about 4 medium-sized tomatoes. Now chop green chillies. I've taken 6. These are the spicy ones. Now depending on how spicy you want them, you add your chillies. 1 inch of ginger that I'm going to roughly chop and add. And then we'll also add 1/4 cup of cashew nuts to this. And now we grind this to a fine puree. See, this should be the consistency of the paste, nice and fine. And I've not added water to this, okay? You don't need to, because tomato ka wo to pani chutega, so it becomes a nice paste. अभी now the potatoes are also done, तो इसको पहले अपन निकाल देते हैं. Now in the same oil, add 2 bay leaves. Reduce the flame to a low and add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a teaspoon of red chili powder, and just thoda sa, like 2 tablespoons of water, and just cook this chili and turmeric for a few seconds, ज़्यादा नहीं. You know, this is like deglazing the vessel. It gives a lovely sheen to your sabzi. And now what we will do is we will add this paste, the tomato ka paste. अरे छोड़ो यार ये चम्मच वम्मच, हाथ इज़ द बेस्ट ना, यू नो, माँ के हाथ का प्यार हैज़ टू कम इन टू इट ना, तो ठीक है. Now after sauteing the masala for 2 minutes, add just quarter cup of water to this and saute it further. You can see that the oil has separated. Now we'll add the fried potatoes. And we'll add 1 cup of water to this. एक सेकेंड, अभी इसका तो मैंने मिक्सर धो के लिया है. Now we'll add 3/4 cup of water to this. Now this powder that we had made with all the spices, add that as well. Now just add another 1/2 cup of water to this. Mix it well. Add some salt to taste and cover it and cook it for 10 minutes on a medium to low flame. Now 10 minutes we'll wait. See how beautiful the gravy is looking. Now we'll add 1/4 cup of yogurt to this. Don't put too much, just 1/4 cup. And now mix this well. And again cover this and cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. Now we had kept the aloo to cook for almost 10 minutes. We'll add a few ingredients now. 2 teaspoons of sugar. 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped coriander leaves, a tablespoon of ghee, and just give this a good mix. And now shut the flame and serve the dish. Now you can serve it with rice or with luchis. I love it with luchi personally, so I'm going to be serving this with luchi. But I hope you've enjoyed making this dish and you've also fallen in love with this cuisine. And for such interesting recipes, keep watching Smita Deo.